Welcome to the road to 1 million US dollars, and let's get right into the Bitcoin chart for today, starting on the 4-hour time frame. And as always, guys, nothing in this video is my personal opinion. I am only sharing the unbiased technical analysis and nothing more. So let's start off with the short term here. Of course, we are still breaking down from this bearish flag pattern. In the case that you don't know, a bearish flag pattern is when you get a big move to the downside, then start trading upwards in this ascending channel, and then break down below this level of support, right? Now, since then, we have actually had a pretty interesting breakout. We saw a breakout, a hard retest, and then resumption from there. So currently the conservative price target is 78.5k. There is a bigger price target much lower down as well, but first things first, we have to focus on this price target. Now, technically we are targeting this level so long as we are not trading back inside this ascending channel pattern. Currently the level of resistance is sitting at 88.8k. Now, of course, if we trade back inside the pattern, then this price target will no longer be active because this whole breakout will then be invalidated. However, until then, we are still targeting this level right here. Even while we got a couple of wicks inside the pattern, you can clearly see that we did not get any candle closes back inside the pattern, and this is actually what matters. So overall, as you can tell by this descending trend line here as well, we are currently in a downtrend in the broader structure, but even in the short term here as well. Interestingly though, if we zoom into the short term for Bitcoin on the 1-hour time frame, you can see that we are now making lower lows here in the Bitcoin price, and whenever we are making lower lows, we need to keep an eye on the RSI momentum indicator as well. Because, for example, and this is not a call or a prediction, I will get to that in just a second, but let's say that the price starts reversing right here. Well, in that case, you would actually have a bullish divergence confirming here in the charts. A bullish divergence is when you have lower lows in the Bitcoin price and higher lows in the RSI momentum indicator. And this typically points towards us getting a break from all of this bearish price action, either in the form of some choppy sideways price action or potentially even some bullish momentum. Now, of course, right here, this hasn't clearly bottomed yet, so you need to keep an open mind about possibly us rolling over once again and continuing to trade lower. However, in the short term, with that potential bullish divergence lurking, we need to keep a close eye on the charts wherever we get some kind of bottom to look if we still have a bullish divergence there, right? Besides that, on this 2-hour time frame, we are also potentially starting to form some kind of descending channel here. And while currently this isn't really anything significant, I did want to point it out here because I might revisit this tomorrow. Now, looking at this 12-hour time frame, notice how right now we are actually trading below this 0.786 Fibonacci level, sitting at 85.6k. If we are going to close candles below that level, then be on the lookout for a potential move lower, because we already rejected from this Fibonacci golden pocket, then broke down below that ascending line of support, which is also that bearish flag pattern on the 4-hour time frame. And if we are then also breaking support on the 12-hour time frame, obviously that could be a big warning signal. Now you can see here on the 1-day time frame as well, we are at the very bottom of this critical level of support, sitting from 87 all the way down to 85k. If we are getting daily candle closes below 85k, guys, then be on the lookout for this next area of support below that, sitting from 82 all the way down to 80,000 US dollars. Besides that, if we check back in with the market structure on this 1-day time frame, clearly we are still in a bearish trend here. We're also trading below this descending trend line, the support of which is currently sitting at around 91k in the Bitcoin price. Overall, the market structure is still bearish here, so long as we are not getting candle closes above 107.5k. So keep in mind, guys, that even if we get some kind of break above that 91k level, above that descending line of resistance, while that could be a early bullish indication that we are indeed getting some kind of move higher, purely technically speaking, the market structure is still bearish so long as we do not close candles above that level, all right? So this is why I and my community have been bearish biased on this 1-day time frame for quite a long time. This is simply what the market structure is pointing towards. Now, moving on to the Bitcoin ETF flow tables, because yesterday we saw another massive outflow from these Bitcoin Bitcoin ETFs. So we saw an outflow of close to $300 million in a single day of trading. And while there isn't a clear trend to be identified in terms of inflows or outflows, because the Bitcoin ETF investors are basically flip-flopping every other day, what is noteworthy is that these outflows have gotten quite a bit bigger. So this is why I'm going to keep checking back in with this every single day. Now, taking a look at the Bitcoin liquidity analysis, in the case you don't know, typically the Bitcoin price gets attracted to where there is the most liquidity on this chart. So right here, you can see that at about 84.6K, we just took out a massive amount of liquidity, and there is a bit of liquidity left around that 83.2K level. And after that, it does get pretty sparse in terms of this 1 month time frame. So let's actually zoom out a bit further. And once again, roughly that 83K level does still have a bunch of liquidity. Now, you may be wondering at this point, why am I not talking about all of this liquidity to the upside? And simply said, guys, as I showed you on that 1 day time frame, we are still in a bearish trend, and therefore it makes sense to be looking at liquidity to the downside as well. And of course, that is currently not only on the 1 day time frame, but also on the lower time frames. So for example, there is some liquidity around 91K and even 95K as well. However, notice how the liquidity at around 91K is already sitting back inside this 4-hour bearish flag pattern, meaning that we would then invalidate this short-term bearish setup. This price target would no longer be active. And if we then are breaking through this area of resistance, that longer term descending trend line, right? Well, then we can start looking at some further levels of liquidity to the upside. But for now, the trend is still bearish. Once this pattern invalidates, that is the time to start looking for liquidity to the upside being grabbed, right? So to quickly summarize right here, in the short term, we still have this bearish pattern playing out with a price target to the downside at about 78.5K. The point of invalidation is currently sitting at about 88.8 thousand. And if we were to then invalidate this pattern by getting candle closes back inside this pattern, that is also the time to start looking for some potential liquidity to the upside to be grabbed once again. In the immediate short term, there is the potential for some kind of bullish divergence to start emerging, giving us potentially a bit of a break from all of the bearish price action that we saw here recently. However, on the daily time frame, things are still looking pretty bearish. We're still in a bearish market structure and trading below this descending trend line. So keep an eye on those critical levels of support and where the next areas of support might lie. So this has been today's market update. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one.